What's up, you guys, and make sure you like, subscribe, and leave movie recommendations down in the comments below. Faces of Death. Originally made in 1978, it followed different forms of death around the world, showing graphic accidents, autopsies, animal attacks, and all other types of other violent crimes. The movie tried to convince us as an audience that the footage is real, but it was actually mixed with staged scenes created to look authentic, and that's how it became a notorious cult film in the late 70s and 80s. However, this Faces of Death doesn't follow the same pattern. It follows Margot, who is a content moderator who makes judgments on what is acceptable to be on social media and what isn't. She stumbles upon a content creator who seemed to have been recreating the original Faces of Death in an attempt to go viral, but she begins to suspect that the murders he is committing are real and not staged at all. And the deeper she looks into it, the more danger she puts herself in. This is Margot. Her job is physically the easiest but mentally screwed. Her job is to look through unfiltered videos and determine if it follows guidelines. She sees all types of weird shit, most of it being harmless, some of it being nudity, and one video being of actual assault. She lives with her roommate. I can't remember his name, and they don't have a name on him on the cast list, so I'm gonna just call him Damien. And he invites her out to go out with him for tonight, and Margot is a bit shy and reluctant to go for some reason, but she eventually agrees. But we soon find out why she was reluctant. She was just minding her business with her friend at this convenience store, and these two girls, they stop and ask her with amusement if she's the girl from the train video. Now, at the moment, we don't know the context, but it makes her flee from the store while the two girls, they just keep laughing at her, and her friend is left alone to pay for all the snacks. Margot leads an orientation for a group of new hires, and she tells them that their job is to only flag alarming content, and that's it. Don't look it up, don't look into it, don't Google it when you get off work, don't even think about it after it's flagged, because doing any deeper research at this job is against policy and is a violation. Me, who gets hyper fixated on everything, would have been fired immediately. But by the way, Charlie XCX is in this movie, bro. Stream SS26. Anyways, another boring day of work until she sees a second video of death with the same aesthetic as one that she saw earlier before, and this time it's an execution, and she's like, hold up, wait a minute, this shit look kind of real. And so she calls her boss over, and she's like, it looks like there is a man really dying in this video, and this is the second video I've seen like this. Her boss doesn't even look into it, and he's like, nah, just leave it up. Fake gore is a trend, and we have to support trends. And she's like, okay. Deep down, she knows allowing this content is not right, but going against her better judgment, she allows it, and this triggers her to have a panic attack. Guys, I sound so unenthusiastic. Trust me, I'm very into this video, but I just watched the season finale of Euphoria and it was really bad. Margot has unrelenting trauma that is not getting better doing this graphic ass job. And meanwhile, in a different place, there's this TikTok influencer who is being doxxed and stalked without her knowing. And even though she is annoying and has a frustrating career making money by doing dances online, she does not deserve to get stalked. While alone, she is attacked and then is incapacitated. Margot sees another similar video, and it's so weird. They're picking through a man's brain, like they're scouting him, and this time she decides to flag the video. Don't you hate when something you saw ruins your appetite because it's like a gross reminder? And that is exactly what is happening to her. She brings up her concerns to her boss, and he does not care at the slightest. He is so weird about the company's reputation. He doesn't want to entertain the idea that they could be potentially enabling real snuff for millions to see. Shouldn't there be like a lawful obligation to report if they believe that they're seeing actual crimes going on? And she's asking valid questions. She's like, what if there are actual lives at stake? And he accuses her of being manic because she's asking very valid questions when it comes to this
You take this work too personally.
Your job is to make sure the wrong type of content isn't going out. So like if you were to like see child, are you just supposed to look the other way? Just be like, oh, that's a very bad video, let's flag it, and not think about it because it's none of our business. What kind of job is this? So obviously you can't blame her for going against her job's policy and looking deeper into what she is seeing. Going on like a Reddit forum or of sorts, I think she gets sort of confirmation that the video that is being spread is actually real. Then it doesn't make it better when she sees the guy that was executed on film. He's an actual person that is actually missing, and this is a person that is doing all of this. But now we get the gist that he is going after people who have a following, and he is currently stalking after this man here. He is able to make his way into the man's house, and later on that night he comes in and incapacitates him and his son. And then Margot goes to work, and Charlie XCX and some other of her co-workers are watching one of the Snuff films, and they find it funny. Like they're actually entertained and laughing by it, and she's like, dude, this could be an actual person dying, and they're like, who cares, it's for coping or whatever the fuck they said. And then Charlie shades Margot, saying that being on a high horse and being selfless and caring about other people being exploited even in death isn't going to bring anyone back to life, aka Margot lost her sister. What a shitty thing to say. And so the fact that people are genuinely entertained by these videos is making her do more research, and she finds out about the film's Faces of Death. Her friend and roommate Damien tells her more about the movies. Basically it's a collection of death, blah blah blah, but none of it was real. So now she tells her friend about her suspicions of that there is someone trying to copy the film, but this time they're using real people. And he's like, okay, well, I don't think that you should be doing this investigation on your own, but she feels like she has no other choice because she can't go to the police because she'll lose her job, which is crazy, for losing your job for seeing a crime and then reporting the crime. Is there like no way to sue for that, bro? Is that even okay? And so she's like, maybe if I can get the original file or something, I'll be able to dox him and I can give that to the police. The killer is hiding all the people he kidnapped in his basement, and he soon kills the dad, lighting him up with a gun. He loves all the attention he's getting because he loves all the attention that killing is getting him, but he also pays very close attention to criticism. Like the smallest bit of criticism just makes him so mad. I think the lighting is expressive. The video affected me horrifyingly. Watch out, maybe you are like, shut up. Dude, shut up. So Margot goes on her boss's computer, and she's able to get the raw footage, I guess, that she needs to convert it and get the actual IP. I don't know anything about that, but she does that from her boss's computer, and then she uploads the link to a forum, and she asks if there's anyone that can track down the IP, not knowing that the actual killer is on the same forum. And so he sends her a link through an email, and she clicks it, and he is able to dox exactly where she lives. And even though she is 7 hours away, this man is about to drive to kill her. And I remember when I used to be on Discord talking shit and someone would dox me, quotation mark, and they'll be like 11 hours away, and it used to make me feel so safe. I didn't know that there was hoes out here like him. And she is about to fuck around and find out that her being in a different state doesn't mean shit to nobody. And her friend Damien is like freaking out. This is really scaring him. He's like, this is a big deal. I don't want to be a part of it anymore, and I don't want you doing this shit on my computer. And she's like, no, this is my apartment, I should be able to do it. And he's like, no, bitch. Like, I understand both of their, like, she feels like she has this moral obligation to help, but I'm like, okay, yeah, but can you do that not living in my apartment? And honestly, I would have been doing research, but I promise you I would have not been going this far, because I would be too terrified to be doing police work. And it is also revealed more clearly, I mean, like, but it kind of makes sense why she is very like dedicated to finding this person, because it is revealed more clearly that she and her sister were trying to make a TikTok on a train track, and being reckless while trying to get off the tracks, her sister trips and falls, and she is smacked, just ran over by the train. And then it is uploaded on social media for everyone to see, and that's why those girls are like, oh, are you the girl from the train video, which is fucking shitty to say. So then and she has information that the TikTok influencer girl is missing, and so she's like, hey, these two people who are missing is connected, but the police are like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. And because she goes to the police, her boss fires her because it's against policy and blah blah blah, and also he finds pills. But I honestly think he just wanted to fire her because she went to the police, which I am very confused about, because like, again, how are you not obligated to report if you think an actual crime is happening? Anyways, terrifyingly, the killer literally drove from Florida to Nevada to get her, and he ends up killing Damien, which I am very sad about because he was literally not involved in this whatsoever. And then he knocks out Margot and kidnaps her. Okay, I'm sorry, I really need advice. So this just reminded me of some bullshit. One time I used to watch this YouTuber named Plague Moth before all of the controversy and bullshit he was in, and one time he was talking about this gore website. I don't know what it was called, but it was a website that was like, I guess, put like gore on it or whatever. And then suddenly this account on Instagram, it was like the username was the account or the website he was talking about, followed me on Instagram. Can someone tell me how that could have happened? Because that is very creepy, and it happened when I was like 16, but still, like, I need to know how me watching a YouTube video of a man talking about this website, how did they know? So his potential crimes have made it to national news, but it doesn't do anything but make him go even more viral, to the point that kids are mocking his crimes. So she failed at not only trying to get his shit offline, but just everything. And the only thing that she accomplished was getting her friend killed. And he is sick, and he is so sick that he props his computer showing her the death of her sister on repeat, but she is able to get out of her restraints. And by the way, he completely dismembered Damien and is pouring acid on him. So yeah, Margot gets free and also let the influencer girl out, but she isn't able to get the other two that are held captive. Margot stays behind to get his hard drive so she can expose him, and the other girl is just like, fuck it. She smashes the glass, runs out, but he has a sniper and he shoots her down. Margot is completely successful getting out the house with a hard drive, and she gets to the police. And Arthur, I think that's his name, he said his name was Arthur. Arthur, being one step ahead, calls the police before her, basically trying to make it seem like she is crazy and is obsessed with calling him a killer when he's just this innocent guy, blah blah blah. So she is able to point the police to his house. Why does this fucking bitch go crazy? Like, he's over here trying to gaslight the police. She loses her fucking mind to the point to where their priority is to get her away from him. Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? You were able to be a little level-headed this whole time, and when you literally needed to be the most calm, your fucking dumb ass loses your mind, and the girl that he shot was still alive. So you just got her fucking killed because of this fucking attitude. Margot hasn't helped her case, and everyone around her thinks she is this drug addicted, batshit crazy lady. And so when she gets this message from him, he is threatening to kill the other victims unless she gives him back the hard drive she stole. Instead of showing a doctor, a witness, or the police, she keeps it to herself, the only piece of evidence that kind of showed that she was not completely insane. Not only does she not show anyone, she goes back to his house alone. And obviously he is a psychopath who drove 7 hours to kill her because she was trying to find his location, and has killed so many people, including her friend. He lied about killing the other victims because they're all dead already, and he is planning to kill her. They get into a fight where she comes off on top, and then she gets to kill him. And then she records a video saying how she was right and no one listened to her, and she's all covered up in blood and stuff, and then she posted it on his social media. In the end, she gets flooded comments with people calling her a hero and in support of her, and that makes her happy to be finally heard. I don't know, but it kind of seemed to me that her and the killer had the same objective of being seen and heard in a viral way, because how the hell did that video of her sister getting hit by a train get out? Was it her leaking it, trying to get sympathy, but it didn't go the way she thought it was because she was, dumb for being on a train? I don't want to victim blame, but her sister actively knew that a train was coming, and for a viral moment they risked their lives, and one was unfortunately taken. So if she was to go to that extreme level for fame, I think she purposely leaked the video of her sister's death for fame, and it didn't go the way she wanted. And so she knew, if I can expose this killer, I could probably get that fame and that notoriety that I risked my sister and my life for. And so she was like, I feel like it's all worth it to her. This was all worth it to her in the end, despite the fact that it got her best friend killed. Yeah, and this is the movie. I really liked it. I'm glad I went to see it in the movie theaters. What do you guys think? Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave movie recommendations down in the comments below.